Hey guys, Fabio Elmo here, and welcome to the Elmo State channel. Welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to talk about gym, fitness, and I'm going to explain to you why you having that amazing body with that beautiful six-pack and your 10% body fat doesn't help you to keep women, doesn't help you to have all those women attracted to you and staying with you. And that's something that I always believed. I always believed that if you have that great, amazing body and you look like Hercules, you look like that gladiator from ancient times, I always thought when you have a great body, all the women will come. All the women will come and all the women will stay with you. But then I realized that's not the truth, guys. That's not how it is. And when I've heard all those coaches telling that, hey, you need to go to the gym to have a great body and then you will have all the women, that's easy talking, but that's not the truth. I'm going to tell you why. So when I heard those fitness coaches or just life coaches who are telling go to the gym because then you will attract more women, and the thing is, yeah, of course they're right. You attract more women because you look like a shiny object. She's thinking, he has great genetics, that's true. But after that, she's looking for more than just a six-pack and great muscles and 10% body fat. She's looking for more than that. And so, if you think that is enough for having women, you will never win with women. Because I remembered when I listened to those dating coaches or just to those life coaches and fitness coaches, I did that. I went, and I'm talking about 6-7 years ago, I started to go 5 times a week to the gym. Before I was playing football, soccer in Belgium, and when I was playing soccer, 2 times a week I went to the gym. But then afterwards I stopped with soccer and then I put everything in the gym because coaches were telling me go 5 times a week to the gym and you will attract more women. And the thing is, for 7 years now, I'm going to the gym 5 times a week, always. That's my routine. So I'm very disciplined with it. And so when I started to go to the gym 6-7 years ago, 5 times a week, because coaches told me that, and I wanted to have a six-pack and I wanted to have 10% body fat, so I knew that I need to train good and that I needed to eat well, because for having a six-pack and 10% body fat, it requires also a healthy diet, and eating right. So I was doing all those things. Then I was at a festival, and I was always at a festival because in the summer I like to go to festivals, techno music, house music with friends and enjoy the time. And so since it's sunny, and so because it's warm and the sun is shining, Fabio Elmo likes it to take off his shirt. So I'm going through the festivals without any shirt, okay? And you can see obviously that women are looking and you get some compliments from guys. That's nice to have, okay? So you are a little bit of a shiny object, and because you're that disciplined, you're standing out. So she's seeing good genetics, okay? Because good genetics means good offspring. That's how a woman thinks, that's how she's hardwired, okay? Good survival value. But that's not enough, because when you just have the looks and you have the six-pack and you have the muscles, you are a shiny object, but you having a six-pack and you having 10% body fat and you going 5 times a week to the gym doesn't make her feel anything on the inside. She doesn't feel anything with your six-pack. She doesn't feel anything with your muscles. She doesn't feel that. And so I was dating those women, and then after a couple of dates, they were not that interested anymore. And then I realized that, hey, all these life coaches and all those fitness coaches, they told me bad stuff about women. Yeah, it's good to have a six-pack, of course. Yeah, it's good to have good genetics and going to the gym, of course. But this has nothing to do with relationships and dating women, because a woman doesn't care about your six-pack. A woman only cares how you make her feel. And you having a six-pack, you having muscles, doesn't make her feel anything on the inside. Because women make decisions based on their emotions and feelings. So, since I was satisfying the logical side of hypergamy, which is looks, money, status, at that time I was satisfying with looks. Women don't look to us based on looks. Okay, she can appreciate it, but she doesn't watch you or see you as her man because you have a six-pack. Okay, like I already said, the logical side of hypergamy is 20% of the game. 80% of the game is your intrinsic value. How strong you are on the inside, your emotional resilience, how strong you are emotionally on the inside, your confidence, your charisma, your swagger, how you move, your mannerisms. That's the psychological side of hypergamy. That's the things, the behaviors, the way you speak. Those are the things that make her feel something on the inside. That makes her feel like, hey, this guy is strong. He's strong on the external. He's satisfying the logical side of hypergamy, which is looks, his money, and his status. He has a six-pack, it's great. He has great muscles, he has 10% body fat. Great shiny object, I like it. You can attract a woman with that, okay? But then, if afterwards you start to speak with a little voice, a little bit too sweet, a little bit too soft, she sees that big guy, that strong guy on the external, but then you start to speak and you hesitate in the way you speak, you're not sure of yourself. Women are emotional beings, they feel a lot of energy, and she can feel immediately like, hey, this guy isn't confident on the internal, this guy isn't congruent on how he looks on the external, with his beautiful body, with his great muscles. He looks strong on the external, he's satisfying the logical side of hypergamy, but on the internal, he's lacking confidence. So her psychological side of hypergamy is telling, that's a shame. He's great on the external, he has great looks, but on the internal, he's lacking confidence. He's hesitating with me. He isn't that strong on the inside, he isn't that confident. So she's thinking he had to make up for all those muscles, and she's thinking, this guy needed to work on his looks, on his money, on his status, in this case on his looks. But he did that to make up for the internal lack of confidence that he has on the inside. He did do that, he worked, he went to the gym to make up for the lack of internal value, and so he's not satisfying the psychological side of hypergamy, which is the things that keeps a woman around, because she feels that you're the strongest guy that she can have. And because of that, her hypergamous instinct, her hypergamous biology is satisfied because she looks up to you, because she feels that she's with a strong guy. And at that particular moment, you are congruent with the guy you are on the external and the guy you are on the internal. The guy on the external is good to attract because he has a great body, because he has good genetics, because he looks good, but he's also strong on the internal. He understands her testing, he understands when it is a test, and he's winning and surviving all of those tests. And because he's winning and surviving all of these tests, she can look up to him because she knows he's strong. So he's strong on the external because he has a great body, but he's also strong on the internal. And when you have the 20% of external high value and the 80% of the internal high value, which is the psychological side of hypergamy that you are fulfilling, together you have 100% of the game, and that's the only way you are going to win constantly with women. Okay, you gotta understand, guys, I always tell it in my videos, but women, they don't look to your looks. Okay, she can appreciate it that you are a good looking guy, that you go to the gym, but that doesn't make her feel anything. Okay, what makes her feel anything is your value as a man, because women look for value, we look for beauty. So we are looking to a woman, and the first thing that we do to a woman is look to her looks, how beautiful she is, because her beauty dictates her sexual market value. But your sexual market value is dictated by the value you bring, the value you have as a man, the value you have as a man. On the external, 20% and 80% on the internal. So yeah, guys, that's the thing you need to have. That's the thing you need to know. If you want to go to the gym and you want to train 5 times a week or even more, just do it. Okay, it's good for you, but do it for yourself. Don't do it because a life coach or a fitness coach is telling you, hey, do that, go to the gym, have 10% body fat, have a six-pack, and you will attract all the women and they will stay with you. Again, you having a six-pack and you having muscles doesn't make her feel anything on the inside. Okay? First, you gotta know who you are, you got to know yourself, you gotta work on your intrinsic value, your internal value, and that's when you're going to win. So, if you want a step-by-step process how to attract and retain every woman, I have made a course in my community. It's totally free for now, but don't believe because it's totally free and that I'm giving it away like this, that maybe it doesn't have any value. I'm giving it away for free because I'm starting on YouTube. And yeah, I always learned that first you gotta give to receive. And that's who I am. First I give, then I will receive. Because I'm a good person. I'm a good, genuine person. Okay? So, that said, also, because I'm starting, I can give away free calls. And because I'm starting, and because I'm giving away those free calls, I have the time now to go in depth with the problem that you have in your dating interactions or in your relationships. Okay, so both winning links are in the description. So like, comment and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.